Hey everyone, welcome to another week of Hero Worship. You just spent a whole week focusing on this rhythm of Jesus' life in that he spent time by himself. He spent time away from the crowds, away from the disciples, away from people who probably really needed him in many ways. And for some reason, Jesus felt it necessary to get away, to find solace, to find solitude, to re-energize, to spend time alone with his Father, to recuperate, to rest, probably in some ways. So there could be a lot of reasons why Jesus spent time alone. As we talked about before, Jesus has this rhythm of his public and private life that goes back and forth, and he models this for us in a really beautiful way. You had an assignment this week of spending a few hours just alone between you and God, and I don't know if that was a hard thing for you or not. I realize that 3 hours of an ask is quite a bit for anybody. But even if you just got 1 hour, if you got half an hour of just to be still, it was probably a win. I don't know about you, but for me, when I go on vacation, it's almost useless for me to go on vacation for less than a week, because it takes me about a week to really truly unplug from the rhythms and the energy and the engagement of my job. And I love my job, it's great, but in order for me to keep loving it, I need to kind of disengage from it. I need to really just figure out who I am apart from my vocation. And I think sometimes it's important for us to just be still before God and figure out who we are just in our relationship with him, apart from the busyness of our day, apart from our children, apart from our homes, apart from our jobs, apart from all the other relationships and other demands that are put on us. We have a tendency to rest some level of our identity in. But when we really detach and we give ourselves enough time away from those things just to say, okay, none of that defines me. None of that is who I am. Those are all things that are important. They're all things that I do. They're all relationships that I'm invested in, and they're good for me. But my identity is between me and you, Lord. The root, the foundation, the strength of who I am in every conceivable way is rooted in just this thing here, you and me. And then out of that flows energy and love that informs all of those other things, all of those other relationships. So if you never got the opportunity to go ahead and get that time alone, just find an hour, find 2 hours. For me, it takes me a while to get that letting go in my spirit, to go ahead and be just present between myself and God. And so you have to figure out what that looks like for you. This chapter we just started here this week is Jesus slowed down. Jesus slowed down. Jesus was on Jesus time. He was just, we don't see him in a hurry. We don't see him slowing down. We don't see him speeding up. He just kind of goes at his own pace, at his own priority. And obviously, he's who he is, and he knows what he knows, and he has the resources of being who he was. And at the same time, he just kind of shows us that it's okay to stop. The interruptions are a good thing. The interruptions can be divine appointments. To slow down for Zacchaeus, who's up in the tree, to slow down for a Samaritan woman at a well, to slow down for a woman caught in adultery, to slow down for children when everybody was trying to shoo the children away. Jesus said, no, we're gonna take a moment here, and we're just gonna be with these people. And I'm finding that even just at my work, walking around, I have to physically slow myself down because I like to walk fast. I'm in a hurry. I got things to do. I got priorities. I got agendas. And it turns out that I put a lot of undue stress on myself doing that. And so just slowing down long enough to smile at someone as you pass by them, to maybe give them a high five, or these days it's more of a fist bump, right? To acknowledge their existence. Even if you're at the line at the supermarket or at Home Depot, just to, have just a simple kind thing to say to someone, and just not constantly be on the way somewhere. And that's really hard for us to do. We're at point A, and we have a goal of something that's at point B, and our goal is to get to point B. But if we don't slow down, we aren't present, we miss the infinite number of appointments that happen between those two things. So Jesus models this for us in a really beautiful way. So In the chapter, it gives you a few examples of ways that you can slow down in the rhythm of your day. I just want to encourage you to go ahead and really take advantage of it. Linger a little bit more. I say my wife is a great lingerer. She's a great terrier. I'm always like trying to get out the door, and she's connecting with one more person. She has to say goodbye to everybody at the party, and I'm like the guy who's already in the car, you know. So learn how to linger, learn how to connect, learn how to be present in those divine spaces that God has put you in, and try and enjoy it. Physically slow yourself down and see what you can see. See how God opens up your eyes to new things, to new possibilities, for ways that you can be a blessing in someone else's life, and for ways that you can see the real beauty and presence of God all around you every day. I hope you're having a great experience. I hope you're growing closer to Jesus. And I know that if you are meeting with Him every day and you're getting before Him and saying, God, I want to be more like you. Change me, rewire me, recondition me. I want you to realign me, recalibrate me. So whatever it is you need to do in my spirit so that I will just be like you in the moment, that your Spirit's going to pour out of me. The fruit of the Spirit of the living God is present and obvious and a blessing to the people around me, God. That's my prayer every day for you. It's my prayer for myself. So God bless you as you take another week in following the Savior. We'll talk to you next time.